If you have multiplex control file and one of the control file is lost, what will happen for the existing instance? Solution for the interviewer may ask the questions about what will happen if one of your control file is lost, if you have multiplex control file, or if you have multiplex control file and one of the control file is lost. What is the solution? Obviously, I given you the solution will be just copy paste your existing control file to lost control file. Hey guys, this is Ambasa here from Oracle Institute. Today we will discuss about one of the Oracle DBA interview question with answer and with practical. Say an example, if the question is being asked, if you have a multiplex control file and one of the control file is lost, what will happen for the existing instance? What will happen for the case when you are trying to shut down the instance? And what will happen for the next startup of your Oracle instance? So these are the expected question. And there would be a case when you starting the instance, you may expect some error and how to solve the same. Before going ahead and showing you a practical part along with how to answer the same, I'll give you some background about what you mean by multiplexed control file. So minimum control file should be 1 and maximum we can have up to 8 control file. So if you have more than one control file, we call it as multiplexed control file. So let's say example, you have only one control file, you wanted to make it more than one copy and trying to use it same multiple copy at the same time, what you have to refer it as multiplexed control file. Now if you don't know the terminology itself, then you can't answer the remaining. So first of all, the basic would be what you mean by multiplexed control file. So it's a very simple, having more than one copy of the control file is called multiplexing control file. Now consider an example, you do have more than one copy and you lost only one, you have another, it is still present. Consider it is just in 2, you may have a 2, 3, 4 up to 8, but out of more than 2, if one is lost, then what will be the situation? Is it crash immediately? Let's check. Or you're trying to shut down now, what will happen for the shutdown case? Or let's say you already shut it down and now you wanted to start up, and during startup part, what will happen for the instance? Will it allow to mount? Will it allow to start? Or will it allow to open? Let's see with the practical part. So for this to demonstrate, I will just connect to my one of the machine, which is a Oracle database already installed and database has been created. Let's go ahead and connect to that instance with the name of the instance is ORCL. And let's log into here and let's say startup. So now here it says that it is an idle instance. Idle means it is not yet started. So what we are doing, we are just giving a startup command. The startup does Oracle instance started, number 1, database mounted, number 2, and after database mounted, it will show you a database open. So wait for a while. Yeah, it is now showing database open. So the stages will be Oracle instance started, database mounted, and database open. Now what I will just check, just verify, select name from $control. So just given an example, I'm referring that, okay, I have a 2 control file with me. So how many? 2. Let's check is they are present at the OS level. So just to verify, here we go. These 2 are my right now existing control file and they are already present at the OS level. Now what will be the case if I try to do RM? Don't do it in production. Okay, so just it is for practice purpose. So here exclamation stand for temporarily we are going from the SQL prompt to OS prompt. RM stand for remove. RF stand for recursive forcefully. So here forcefully we are actually removing this particular file without prompting for reconfirmation to remove it. Now once after this file is removed, I can still see the control file count still 2. Next, I can still see the 2, but if you check at the OS level, it shows me that cannot access the one which we deleted, removed. The one which is still present is the another one which is not yet removed it. So hence the first question which is has been asked in a case of the main question, if you have multiplex control file, that means more than one control file, what will happen for my existing Oracle instance? So right now still it is running, nothing will happen as of now. No, it is as of now. So what will happen during the shutdown of Oracle instance? Let's say try to go for shutdown now. Now let's say an example. I wanted to show you create table EMP 1, 2, 3 and employee number int data, number data. An example. So my one of the control file is lost. Yes. Still, am I able to create a table? Yes. So that means it is still okay and it's still running. No impact as such. Let's try to do insert some record. Insert into EMP123 and the values with 1 is enough to test the sync. So I can see that one of the records gets still inserted and I can able to see the records. Let's check that does this EMP123 has a record? Yes, still it has displaying me the output. That means my one of the control file is lost. Still it is okay. It is still running as expected. Let's trying to check, select name, open mode, log mode, just verifying what will be the case situation. Still it says that you're okay. It is still fine. Now go for shutdown immediate. You can write down entire word shutdown or show immediate. Now this is the show immediate is one of the syntax or shutdown immediate is one of my syntax, and that will clearly mentioned database is closed. It is clearly mentioned database is closed, but cannot find this control file, hence it is not able to dismount. This is what the answer has to be. So that means the previous startup option, instance started, database mounted, database open. So you have to reverse, you have to tell during the shutdown case. What you have to tell? You have to tell in a reverse way that it has to be shut down. So the database is now opened, opposite is closed. Database dismounted is what is the opposite of what database mounted. So database opened, opposite is closed. Database mounted, opposite is dismounted. Oracle instance started, opposite is Oracle instance shutdown, is what it's supposed to do it in shutdown immediate. But right now the shutdown immediate is completed this third stage in a reverse option. That would be the first stage for the shutdown, but unable to do the database dismount. So there it got stuck. To confirm that, I can just show you here. Select now instance name, status from $v instance. See what happens here. It is still mounted, but don't expect this answer from here. So you cannot check from this view. You have to check from this view that still it is in mounted state. This view will get the data from the control file. Hence you cannot take the output or you cannot read the information. Hence it is giving me the saying that this is lost. Now what is the next solution? You cannot do shutdown immediate right now, but you can do only shut abort. There is only one options now, shut abort. Now what it is performed? It is skipped the shutdown in the shutdown immediate. The database dismounted or dismount options, it gets skipped, rather it is directly jumped to instance shutdown. That's what it has been performed. Let's try to do startup options. If I try with startup, instance shutdown, opposite is instance started. You can see here it is started, but where it's stuck? It's stuck at the mount state. Now reconfirm that it is mounted. No, it is not mounted. Is it instance started? Yes, instance is started. You can see instance started but not mounted is what you have to answer. So here it is not mounted as a what control file is unable to get it. Now how do you check? You verify here there is a parameter called show parameter control underscore files. Now this is my one of the parameter which will help or which will store the name of the control file, the path and file name of your control file. So right now it is not given in a proper format. Let me just do it in a proper way. Select value from $, parameter where name equal to control underscore files. So here I can see that okay, there are these many control files. Right now there are 2 control files. Let me verify it, which is present and which is not present. You can see here this is present, and make sure that you do copy paste accordingly. What it says, the first one it says that not present, the second one says that it is present. So hence it is clearly the answer is, now the question previously asked answer for the same. What will happen during the shutdown? So a database gets closed, but database will not dismount. So answer supposed to be, what will happen for the existing instance? Nothing will happen. It's still up and running. What will happen during the shutdown? So database closed, but database dismount will not happen. We have to forcefully go ahead and use the shutdown abort or shut abort. What will happen for the next startup? Okay, Oracle instance gets started, but database will not mount it. Hence, that is the answer for those questions. Finally, how to solve the error? Now, this is the place where we have to follow. So right now, I can just say that instance started, and after that, I will verify how many control files I have using this syntax. Now, this syntax clearly given me that there are total how many control file has been configured. So there are 2 control file has been configured. So configuring more than one control file is called multiplexed or multiplexing. So out of that, one is lost, one is present. So you have to just simply say copy the existing one to the lost one. That's it. Now let's go ahead and refer it. This is my lost one. So what I just did a CP from the existing file to the lost file, copy paste. And if I don't do it, let's say if I do undo and if I try with the alter database mount, it will say that still there is the same problem. Now what I do answer is let's say copy it. So this copy pasting is the solution for this error. After that, once the copy is completed, I will double check are they both present. Now yes, they both are present. Both shows the same value. That means we are okay. Now try to go for mount it again. So this time if the control file is exist, both files are okay, then this gets mounted. Finally, you can go ahead and now check the database is right now in which state. Instance says mounted, and also my $, database also says it's mounted. So after that, you can go ahead and now open your database. This is what the solution for the interviewer may ask the questions about. What will happen if one of your control file is lost? If you have multiplex control file, or if you have multiplex control file and one of the control file is lost, what is the solution? Obviously, I given you the solution will be just copy paste your existing control file to lost control file. Once you do copy paste, then try to do mount and then try to do open it. After gets copied and mounted, you can say the directly mounted and then opened. So once after your copy completed, you try to do mount and then you try to do open. After copy gets finished, if you try mount, it will not give any error. It will easily gets opened, mounted, and then it will, you have to run the open command, and then this gets opened, our database gets open. That's it for your today's interview question with answer with practical demonstration part. So please go through those all steps and properly do practice according to this, whatever the demonstration has been shared to you. Thank you for watching this video. Take care and bye-bye.